Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe what I really need. I've been shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not.
It's week 7 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Broncos and the Jets, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the
Gino back to throwing picks.
And off we go from Denver.
It's not an issue.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you got to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Open man is Gordon, complete. Touchdown! Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now of the year. Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
57-yard field goal from here.
Don't forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. 7 yards there and a first down. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here, and play right in the alley.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go quickly here out to Moore. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial
95.
Go unanswered. Took the ball.
What was that? You think she would have got an iPhone? No.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit to too, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary gets the obviously,
birthday.
And I was like doing it. It's my birthday.
We know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that.
That's what he had to talk to you this morning about?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's
How you gonna pick that off, bro? Like,
and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 to score. On EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, Wilson.
how did you not catch that?
Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. And this is caught by
So
Sutton.
bad. Like, really was. It's trash.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Well, kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. Well, they've won a few in the years following.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Ball again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
handoff. Running left. Here's Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Running left, it's Hall. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps?
Next thing you move on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll give to Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Give to Hall running right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
In 1999. What year is this show?
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes a pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That's interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They find some open field here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 103 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A handoff for Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll go again with Hall. Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the first, and they are out of timeouts. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape. As we look around.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Hall. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I just don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward.
You put it down. I'm going to come get it when I put a bed down. Or do you want to give it to me?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
My grade? Do you have to say that at school? Wow. Do you have to say that at school? Yeah. What does that mean?
Wilson rolling to his left.
I don't know.
And that is going to be incomplete. He ran a bit too much. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away and it falls in.
I broke the Bucko Daddy run away.
Playing up to what we're capable of, but we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Wilson will throw again. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, first and 10. Now Wilson on first down. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of these guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we bring this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the...
Tommy hid in the bathroom while Heather waited for the right moment to still text him if he did. Plan? Heather asked. Tommy responds, she's still awake. I gotta hit her. Heather, can we suffocate her together? Is that thing hard enough? And then in the last few texts that you would send before the crime, they write, let me just creep up and whack. And then you wait, and switch yourself. Heather, okay, just knock her out. It'll be much easier. Tommy and Heather then try to help her split her up by stuffing Sheila's body into the staircase, wrapping it up with duct, expires, putting it in taxi, and then it's I wish I didn't look at the sleep wrap. Whoa.
Hold on, whatever.
Well, America's being Bonnie and Clyde over to the death sentence. A panel of condemnation judges will find them guilty of murder. Heather given 10 years in prison.
That's it?
18.
Do you think this is 10 years? She bludgeoned her mother to death and stuffed her in a suitcase. So she get her money. Then you get 10 years. That's how people keep killing people.
That's crazy.
Inside this small silver suitcase lies the body of Sheila Bunker's neck.
Oh my God, this girl right here.
This girl now serving time in a Balinese prison.
Then you got a shirt. Yeah?
She wanted to live her life. She's always
I see her right now.
answer the question as to why did the money
You okay? You want to go cough it out?
Ultimately, there was only one person who could answer that
Where's
question.
everybody at? Where's your grandma and your mom and dad?
My mom and my dad is in his living room, as well and my grandma is on a black chair in the living room, and my...
Where's Palmer?
He's in his room.
Everybody's here.
I'm actually wrong from him.
I don't think you're going to be able to do that in here.
Wait, where did my red chair go?
It's over there back here.
Remember, you're coughing and sneezing, but
Yeah, it's not.
yeah. So you can make art outside.
I did it.
You want to sit with your grandma and do it?
I just did it in my arm.
I know, but you got the runny nose and the snots. So you could do it around the table, and then you can throw it under the door, and we'll give you a grade. We'll give you a prize if you give a nice picture.
Okay.
All right. I want you to draw me LeBron James. From Space Jam.
I don't know how to draw LeBron.
Yes, you can.
No. I can be able to draw something. I'll draw the board.
Heatherbeck is now the mother of a girl named Stella, may be fathered by her co-conspirator, Tommy Sheep. In fact, in detail, she says she revealed it for the first time only to us. Heather claims her pregnancy, along with Tommy's surprise arrival in Bali, are the two main factors that led to her mother's death. Now, with her baby in her lap, she tells us that's forged.
So Tommy rolled up and what, her mum just exploded.
me about your mom's moments.
I told my boss, it ain't no limit.
The point of no return came, Heather says, when she finally made that big announcement that she was pregnant with Tommy's child.
I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too lit ever since the beginning. I play opposite me,
Hey, mamas, what are we doing here? What do we want to talk about? You talk about it. What do you want to talk about?